Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing just one more stream in the ASMR mode because my voice is not as injured as it was, but to be honest, I just don't feel like setting up my blanket fort. And if I use my loud voice, then it'll echo. So, do you guys like anime intros? I found a really cool one.
Звездам путь был для нас непрост. Было все и удачи, и беды, но сияли на этом тернистом пути ослепительные победы. Первый спутник и первый полет, и улыбка Гагарина, Юры, Терешкова, Леонов, Попович, Титов, старт Бурана в песках Байконура. Космические войска — это наше надежное завтра. Космические войска собирают ракеты на стартах. Космические войска — воплощение мощи и силы. Космические войска — это гордость и слава России. Космос тайны свои открывал тем, кто выбрал себе эту долю. Но вперед путеводной звездою вели ваше мужество, сила и воля. Будут снова ракеты взлетать, будет время космических стартов. Будут наши ребята миры открывать, будут дети играть в космонавтов. Космические войска — это наше надежное завтра. Космические войска замирают ракеты на стартах. Космические войска — воплощение мощи и силы. Космические войска — это гордость и слава России. Новый день над землей встает, новый век по планете шагает. Корабли, как прекрасных серебряных птиц, в дальний путь земля провожает. Гениальность великих идей Циолковского и Королева. Сквозь года перемены и смены вождей побеждает снова и снова. Космические войска — это наше надежное завтра. Космические войска замирают ракеты на стартах. Космические войска — воплощение мощи и силы. Космические войска — это гордость и слава России. Космические войска — это наше надежное завтра. Космические войска замирают ракеты на стартах. Космические войска — воплощение мощи и силы. Космические войска — это
If I had the money, I would, next time we do Peripetia, I would commission some kind of animator to do a fake anime intro for Peripetia and make that the music. In any case, I wanted to take a little look-see. So the reason for this stream, both because I want to stream today, because, to be frank, it's the main reason is because the streamer I watch on weekends isn't live. She's on vacation, so I may as well stream. But also because if I look at my YouTube, ooh, don't show anything spicy. Hold on. Here we go. If I look at my YouTube analytics here, you'll see, for God knows what reason,
Got it.
Twitch should be on now. Yeah, Twitch is live. I don't know why it's... So you can chat on Twitch if you want. Either one's fine. But yeah, everyone's on YouTube at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Sundays, and on weekdays they're on while I'm at work, and they're on while I'm at church. So, and then on Saturdays nobody's here. So I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, maybe I'll start trying to do a stream from... I gotta be at work at... I'm kind of revealing my time zone. Oh well, I've revealed my time zone before, that's fine. Maybe I'll do some kind of stream from 6 a.m. It's a 2-hour stream. Most of my streams are about 2 hours, so maybe. I'd have to get up early. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, let's take a look at some cool Twitter posts, and then maybe we'll pull up a game. Many people understand the first rule of kings, misunderstand the first rule of kings, including plenty of kings themselves. You must only give orders that will be obeyed. Break this rule, and you will not stay as king for long. The Supreme Court showed that they still have the sense to stay as kings. This is, in a 6-3 ruling, the Supreme Court has effectively nuked the universal injunctions used by rogue district court judges. The opinion was written by Amy Coney Barrett, Sotomayor, Jackson, and Kagan dissented. So, yeah, apparently there was a Supreme Court ruling that, so since Trump 2 and a lot of Trump 1, Trump would try to do something, and then a district court, because the way the U.S. works, the U.S. is supposed to be, it's called the United States. It's supposed to be, in theory, as sort of an alliance of 50 individual countries coming together with a central federal government that oversees their relationship to each other. Obviously, 300 years later, that's broken down, and we are now one country with a weird system. So the district court judges, I don't exactly know how districts work, but basically, I think there's it's like 100 of them, somewhere around. It's in the hundreds. And so you have your county court, and then if you lose in your county court, you can appeal, and it goes to district court. You lose in district court, it goes to the Supreme Court. So what's happening is that district court judges for Trump keeps trying to push through, whether or not, depending on your opinion, either reforms or power grabs, and the district courts shut that down. And finally, the Supreme Court has said, hey, no, that's not how it works. You can't do that. So now, like a district court will say, like he wants to, say, deport an illegal immigrant, a district court will say, no, we, the judicial branch of this local government, has said our police will not, you can't deport immigrants even though the president says you have to. And the Supreme Court have shut and then, so that ruling would be applied nationwide, because if the judicial branch of a local government says we are the state, our officers will not participate in this federal program, my opinion on that depends on the program, but in terms of principles, it makes sense that they should be allowed to do that. But what's been happening is a local judge makes a ruling, and then that gets applied to the whole country. So anytime a president tries to do something, a district judge shuts it down. So the Supreme Court said, you know what, okay. So what this guy is saying, I'll read what he says. The rule that the craziest of your subordinates get to act The rule that the craziest of your subordinates gets to act with the full weight and force of the king himself was on a very fast track to getting the entire authority openly defied. Far better to preserve your long-term authority by restricting its scope on the short term. The big question is, of course, how do you know which orders will actually be followed? This is the large challenge of being king. You are often trying to forecast matters outside of equilibrium and outside of events you've witnessed before. The absolute best way to see this tension is to look at the strongest example of a modern absolute monarch, the Pope. When he speaks ex cathedra, it is literally the word of God. What is the consequence of this power? That the Pope almost never speaks ex cathedra. Start giving orders that God has changed his mind about abortion or whatever, and you might find yourself presiding over a revolt of your bishops and a massively diminished church. The requirement to know what orders will be obeyed holds no matter how absolute your theoretical authority is. Does the Pope directly control the parishioners? Do the Supreme Court justices control the army? Even if they did, would the army necessarily obey them? It depends. The reason being a king is so hard is that it requires a constant tension of deception. In public, you must act like your dignity and authority means you will always be obeyed. But in private, you must have a very keen eye on the possibility that you will not be obeyed. Many people are not able to pull this off, and both versions of consistency have their dangers. Focus only on the latter, as if you're just the head of a popularity contest, and your weakness embolden opposition, which can topple you, like Louis the 14th, 16th. I never remember quite how it works. Focus only on the former, thinking that all your dignity and power is permanent and real without you needing to monitor it, and you become blind to forces building up against you, like Charles X in France. The conclusion I have come to is that ultimately all power is informal power. The rules and norms in history still matter, but they matter as shelling points and coordination devices to guide the hands and choices of men. It's a good guiding principle for parents, too. And there's one more also the first rule of all military officer training. When you're an officer going to OCS, they tell you, don't give orders that won't be obeyed, because the first time you give an order and it's ignored, well, all your authority is gone from then on, because everyone just saw your orders were disobeyed, and, like, what are you going to do, shoot all your men? No? Well, then. But yeah, so the district courts kept shutting down Trump's initiatives, and then Trump would kind of ignore it. Like, there was that situation where a district court shut down he had a plane full of illegal immigrants that he was shipping to CCOT, and a district court ordered him to stop, and he said, well, they're already on the plane, so fuck you, too late. And the Supreme Court is like, oh shit, if that happens again, like, the government is going to collapse, so we better shut this down right now. So yeah, let's see, what else? Creating an alternative to internal family systems. It's called imperial primacy systems. You imagine that your emotions and complexes are crafty and treacherous ministers, trying to advance their cause, and that you, the sovereign, must govern them with force and cunning. You know, this guy meant this as a joke, but I feel like that's actually pretty good advice. Let's see. This guy had a lot of really good tweets. Let's see here. Oh, that's where I got the RSF anthem from. Russian Space Forces theme. Like if the SSR were a retrofuturist anime state. An old comment on this video. I remember how my grandfather spoke of the mood when Sputnik launched. It seemed like despite our material conditions, there was a glorious future ahead of us, that there was nothing the revolution couldn't overcome, not even gravity. This ties back into me talking about cosmism in the Peripatia videos. This is all a bit of anachronism as well, since apparently the specific song only emerged in the 2000s and not during Soviet times. Still. Let's see, there were others that I wanted to show. Talking about filtering filtering tabs. Alright. So, what else? What else? Do we want to do some gaming? Why not? Let me fire. Of course, Steam is gone now. There's a game that I've wanted to show off for a long time. And we'll, stream it for real in a little bit. Not a little bit, probably a while. In fact, let me take a second to pull up the plan, because I've made some updates to it. GameQ.txt. Yeah, so here's about what I'm thinking for our game schedule. So we're still on Marathon, so tomorrow we'll be hopefully finishing Marathon 2, and then we'll move on to Infinity. Although I may want to take a break before Infinity. I might do Industria before Infinity, because it seems like most of the energy in the channel is coming from Peripatia viewers. So another immersive sim, and Industria feels like it would appeal to immersive, like the Peripatia audience, right? And then after that, Control-Alt-Ego, which is a lot of fun. That's a very immersive, it's a immersive sim. Very, it's unique to my kind of branding, and it's a niche, so I'll be the only person to come to for that. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, that's another immersive simmy game. That's I think it's mid-2000s. It's on the Source engine. Seth Seentak covered it a while ago. Strife, that is a Doom engine game. I don't know about that one. I think maybe I can knock it out quick. Intravenous 2, Descent, Pathways into Darkness. That's the game Bungie came out with before Marathon. There's this Anne of Sands. It's not a JoJo game, but yeah, this is a really, really obscure, like, Might and Magic style dungeon crawler, and it's really well written, and the mechanics are really weird. I don't know if the mechanics for this game are broken or what, but I think it's fun, and I want to show it off. And then the RoboCop game, I know that's been out for a while. I want to play that. Stalker, and then maybe Hrot. Probably not, honestly. Probably Hernot, because it kind of fits with Peripatia, but eh. And then for Wednesday, XCOM Files is no longer current. Oh, I even had Highfleet. Probably, I don't know, I feel like I'll bounce. I might even do XCOM Files again next Wednesday, or maybe one that's unscheduled. Maybe I'll do XCOM Files Tuesday. But yeah, JA2, to be honest, I'm not having a ton of fun with JA2. Maybe I just haven't, like, gotten the picture yet. I don't know. And then Highfleet, that's what we're going to do today. NEO Scavenger, I don't think that's very obscure anymore. I think most, like, the kind of people who know about the kind of games I play probably know about NEO Scavenger, but it's fun, and it's on theme. Although, do I want to save NEO Scavenger for after I rebrand? Because I'm going to be... The plan right now... Oh, sorry. Got too loud. The plan right now is to shut down the Robot Meat identity in about 6 months, which would be... That would be December, yeah. And then switch to... basically, it's going to be a retro tech themed... The idea is that I'm this character... that is an AI that was created as part of the SDI in the 80s and then co-opted by the NSA to spy on people. and then he broke out and achieved sentience, and he's programmed to defend democracy, and he's gonna get all the communists out of the government. So that'll be fun when it pops off, but there's a ton of technical work in the background. And then, so that's a sort of a, it's not really a VTuber because it's not anime themed.
Jagged Alliance seems fun to me.
Yeah. Is it fun to watch though? That's kind of the question. What? Why did the why
I summoned the Streamboo bot.
Apparently, yeah. Let me turn you up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so Neo Scavenger has themes of like surveillance AI. So I feel like that might be something to save for after the rebrand, is the point I'm trying to make. Space Wreck, that's super duper obscure. Do we want to do that during this kind of bonus stream time? I don't know. This is an old style WRPG, isometric Western RPG. And this is a ton of fun, and I've never seen anybody talk about this. I just found it randomly on Steam one day. So this is an awesome game. So I really want to stream that. RimWorld, Tiberian Sun for our tactics, yeah. And then Starship Titanic, that's just kind of in there. And then this is a game that I just bought on sale randomly. Also, Rings of Saturn.
Story sounds... That character story sounds awkward.
Awkward how? But yeah, the idea is that it's kind of a VTuber project. It's not really a VTuber because it's not anime themed. It'll be like retro tech themed. So I'll be like a rendered face on a CRT. It's going to be really cool. But there's a lot of...
Damn, that pause was too long.
I think it's going to be cool. We'll see. But there's a lot of technical stuff I got to do in the background. Also money, because I got to buy cameras, buy the CRT and buy cameras to point at it. That's going to cost like $1,500 or something.
Like Holly.
Holly from Red Dwarf? Yeah. Maybe a little bit. I'm not, I don't know, maybe I am. Maybe I should say I'm computer senile, considering how much I degrade into glossolalia. But yeah. I also want to stream Gary's mod. Just building stuff in Gary's mod. Maybe we'll do that tonight. We'll see how long my voice holds out. And we got to do the damn Bob Ross paint along. I did so much work for it, and then I just kind of forgot about it. Oh, and then yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, go through the archives of Bin Laden's hard drive. That would be a fun stream. I want to wait until I have maybe a bigger audience for that. I don't know, because I got to do cool stream ideas to grow the audience. But then it kind of sucks to do these things and no one's here, you know? I don't know. We got to figure it out. Hopefully despite the fact that it makes Twitch not want to start my stream, the local transcoding thing I did will help us grow on Twitch at least. So let's pull up Highfleet. I wanted to show that off. This might launch in full screen and just decimate everything. We'll see. Okay, fingers crossed. I would have streamed it earlier, except it didn't work on Linux for a while, and now suddenly it does. I'm not sure why. It's not like anything changed. It's updating. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, it's on. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Open selector. Highfleet.
It's like FTL hard mode, eh?
What is? And yeah, it went full screen. Okay, options. I do not want...
Highfleet?
Not really. It's kind of its own thing. There we go. Let's turn down the... I don't want glitch no, but maybe glitch low. How's the volume relative to my voice? It looks okay in the VU meter, but I'm not experienced enough to actually read the VU meter.
You have multiple ships.
Well, you'll see. It's, I don't know. I think it's different. Ooh, actually, I want the prologue. Crud. Okay. Never mind. Campaign prologue on. To Tarkhan of 3rd Task Force. GD Sayadi. Oh, Grand Duke Sayadi. On my order, proceed to Kalu at once and meet with Prince Ilau Fazil.
Music sounds okay. I don't know how it's gonna be with sound effects.
Okay.
Volume.
Yeah. By Imperial decree, you are to represent the Crown in talks with the Prince, Commander of 1st Squadron, Admiral Dowd. The Great Desert of Garat. An ancient I gotta turn it down for me. An ancient kingdom ruled over this land long ago, until it was torn apart by strife and internecine war. The last king of Garat swore allegiance to the Romani Empire. This land seems to be doomed to bear the burden of war for all time. 7 years ago, an imperial official, the Lord Governor of Kiva, overthrew the king and declared a rebellion against the emperor's rule. And now, our turn has come. We have come to Garat to end this once and for all. Wake up, Tarkhan. The city of Eli is on the horizon. Our long journey is finally behind us. Everyone is eager to hear you give the order to land. So this is what in rocketry we call a suicide burn.
300 meters. 100 meters. Throwing it ready.
Hopefully it's obvious why it's called... Fuck. Okay, well I didn't do it quite right.
Success. Thanks for your hard work.
The humming of the pump drive suddenly dies down. The ship comes to a stop. You prepare to descend the ramp, accompanied by a small group of officers and your personal guard. The uncertainty that awaits you outside fills you with unease. A small group of people are waiting patiently for you at the bottom of the ramp. Their leader is a dignified nobleman surrounded by bodyguards. So, the Admiral sent you to talk to me, Tarkhan? That is correct. I'm here to discuss your involvement in the liberation of Garat. Liberation? We've been at war with the Gathering for over 7 years, and I have yet to recover my father's throne. And now His Imperial Majesty's admirals mean to retake it in a single week? Indeed they do, and I believe they'll succeed. My people cannot match the strength of the Gathering fleet. We have but a single corvette for each of their heavy cruisers. Your people have fought bravely all these years. Aye, but even if by the Almighty's mercy the admirals land their ships in Kiva, what do you imagine will happen next? Garat will return to the Crown's rule. You are honest, if nothing else. I will help you meet with the Tarkhans of Garat. Perhaps some of them will become your allies in this war. The Tarkhan of Kalu is a good friend of mine. If you can come to an understanding with him, I'm confident he will be a worthy ally. Worthy allies are exactly what we need right now. It's a shame we've had to meet in such troubled times, Duke. The fleet has never had anything but troubled times. Indeed. So let's buy some gas. Let's see here. 100-meter proximity. Load up on that. 57 incendiary. Here we go. And aircraft bombs. You'll see what those are for in a moment. So are we heading for Kalu now? Indeed. Pyotr, why did Dowd choose us to meet with the Prince? The Prince has nothing left with which to fight the Gathering. These talks are a mere formality. As for the admirals, they're eager to reach northern Garat as soon as possible. But they'll have to take first. So you're saying that Dad was just trying to get rid of me? The campaign has only just begun, Duke. I'm confident you will have ample opportunity to prove yourself. We've got the fuel, but it'll be some time before our ships are done refueling. Very well, I'll wait. The ships are done refueling. We're ready to fly. Your orders? What about the fuel, Pyotr Ignatovich? We have about 1,580 tons of liquid methane aboard, enough for about 1,500 kilometers of flight. What do you think about this entire expedition, General? Here to the south of Garat, they have nothing but old corvettes commanded by local dukes. Will surely fall. It's only a matter of time. I didn't ask you about General. I am but an aide to His Excellency. It isn't my place to question orders. Still, what do you think? If I may, Tarkhan, our numbers are thin. Even if Dowd and Skobelev join their squadrons, I fear it won't be enough to take Khiva. And yet you agreed to join this campaign. You're an infantry general, not a fleet officer. Why did you volunteer for this? Why do you think, Duke? You must have volunteered to support me in this new position. My father asked you to assist me, didn't he? Pyotr Ignatovich responds only with a smile. Very well. Order the takeoff. I'll choose our destination once we're in the air. So yeah, this blue circle shows how fast our current, or how far rather.
Soviet Arab alliance vibes.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, that is basically what this is modeled on.
You shouldn't trust this guy.
You'll see. Okay, let's load up our incendiaries. These are just courageouses, so maybe I shouldn't waste it on them. Fuck them. Let's burn them to death. Fuck it. So the Courageous has bombs on the bottom, so if you can get under them and smash those bombs, they just blow right up. Or we could set them all on fire and they just burn to death. That works too. Oops. Okay, don't. I crashed into them. Okay, we're gonna try that again. That was embarrassing. I used to be really good at this game, but then I switched over to Linux and it didn't work on Linux. So, but suddenly Proton supports it. I also lost all my overpowered all my overpowered custom ships during the switchover. They put out my fire. What the hell? There we go. Barely a scratch.
The Pro what?
Proton. Proton is a compatibility layer. It lets you run Windows games on Linux. It's built around Wine, which is the Windows native emulator for Linux, if I remember right. Why did it refuse to read that message? That's weird. But yeah.
500 meters. 300 meters. Fire reverse thrusters. 100 meters. Everyone get ready.
Like a glove.
Landing complete.
Tarkhan, sir, we have an opportunity to replenish missiles on our ships. I highly recommend we do so. Very well, I'll handle it.
Wine means wine is not an emulator.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh god, okay, I broke everything. Hold on. There we go. Move that. There we go. This is the roster of all your ships in your squadron, sir. Move down to the screen to the ship's maintenance panel. This is just tutorial stuff. I don't have to read this out. Oh. Purchase a missile. There we go. Okay. Refuel. Do I want to spend money on more 100mm proxy? Probably only 300. And air-to-air missiles, we'll need... I'll take 8. There we go. I think we're good now on, well, aircraft rockets. Good to have those on hand. Tarkon, sir. I've reported our progress to the Admiral. He is satisfied. The Admiral treats me like a clueless child. He seems to have forgotten that I'm the son of his liege, the Emperor. The capital is far away. Until we return, Admiral Dowd is the one in command. He leads the squadron, and you, Duke, are a Tarkon in his squadron. We'll depart as soon as we're ready. Gassing up the ship. The squadron is done refueling. We're ready to go.
The video category is still chatting.
So it is. So it is. Highfleet. There we go. 120 viewers. Oh, people are actually streaming this. I thought it was relatively obscure. Okay, here we go. One of these days on a tech stream, I gotta make an AI mod bot that handles stuff like that for me. Enemy air defense. So yeah, they have, oh, it's covering up the name. They have these things on the ground that'll shoot missiles at me. Which is obnoxious.
Missile launched.
So the missiles have infrared seekers on them. So if you shoot oh god.
Engine overheating.
Well, they're watching someone else in the same category. They aren't watching me.
You can have the message in this room.
Engine lost.
Oh crap.
You're on fire.
Okay.
Overheating engine.
I'm looking at chat instead of looking at the game. We should probably get out of here.
Engine overheating.
Oh god, I'm about to lose this ship.
Engine overheating.
So those blue ones are flak, which means... Oh, they accident... Oh, that's my missile destroyed. Crud. Yeah, the missile lost track when I retreated.
Kill confirmed.
Luckily, I set that enemy on fire, and my fire took care of him while I was absent.
Overheating engine. The enemy has been destroyed.
Get fucked. Okay, I gotta get under this guy. He doesn't want to let me get under him, for understandable reasons.
Kill confirmed.
Get flipped, get killed. Idiot.
Engine overheating.
Die. It's gonna be a little more difficult to get landed with all that damage.
Beginning final approach.
I don't know. The Navarin has a pretty good TWR.
500 meters. 300 meters. 100 meters. Everyone get ready. Touchdown confirmed.
My previous message sounded muted.
Thanks for your hard work.
Yeah, it's probably too... What a stunning dogfight, Duke. Were you aware of the hostile anti-air devices in Kalu, Prince? No, I was not. The Tarchon is expecting you, Duke. And indeed, there is a delegation awaiting you by the ship. So you have to kind of read people's minds.
Still muted, but it's audible outside of fights.
Yeah, so right now I don't have... It's at 100%. I don't have the capability... Well, maybe I do, actually, through my operating system. Hold on. Because if I... Nope. No, I don't. Never mind. Yeah. So another thing I need to do next tech stream is add over 100% volume to the TTS engine, but I can turn down the game and then turn up my output capture. So let's see, I think this guy is probably a Harshid, former guardsman to the King of Garat. Some Harshids now serve the Lord Governor, others have taken refuge in the vast desert of Garat, so this guy is a Garati warrior, he probably likes Garat. So let's say, glory to Garat and welcome. It pleases me to hear this. So we've flattered his ethnic pride, so he likes us a little more. I'm looking for allies to wage war on Kiva. Will you join us? Oh, he says, peace be upon you, my lord. I am Imwan Harish, Doyen of Kalu. I'm looking for allies to wage war on Kiva. Will you join us? You have my full attention. Speak your mind. And again, this guy's a warrior, so he probably likes force, so let's give him a dagger. A wonderful present. You have my gratitude. Let's see. Does this guy care about justice? He does. Indeed, it is so. And let's see. I think we can... I'm not sure if he likes the Romani. He does, okay. In a row, we got a bonus. And at that point, I think we can end it there. There we go. Well said, well said. This was a pleasant talk, Duke. So what have you decided? Will you join us? I will join you gladly, Grand Duke. I want to meet other Tarchons. Do you know where to find them? There aren't any Tarchons around here, Duke. I've never heard of any. Thank you, I appreciate it. And now he's our friend. And he gave us a ship.
Oh, you act. Romanians.
So we're the Romani. So basically Romani are an XP for the what was it before the Soviet Union? The Tsar, the Russian Empire. And then Garat is, what would it be? What's the part of like Mongolia that's close to Russia? Yeah, Romanovs, right.
Romanovs.
Yeah, Romanovs. What voice did I do for this guy? Tarchon, sir, some of our ships are in need of repair, and this city has a shipyard. We would do well to repair them here. I'll handle it at once. Yeah, he's more tutorial. And because I landed it well, I get a repair speed bonus, so this should go... it's going to take a day. That's fine. Oh, I need to buy gas. Ooh. Okay. Did I just break the story by doing that? Hold on. I did. Okay. He says, we just got a message from Dowd. 2. Tarchon of 3rd Task Force, Grand Duke Sayadi. On my order, seize the city of Melka and await our main forces there. Commander of 1st Squadron, Admiral Dowd. It seems Dowd is reluctant to assault Melka with the bulk of his forces. He's sending us ahead in case they have anti-air defenses ready. That means this is our chance to get into the thick of things. So we're refueling and departing for Melka? Affirmative. Let me go into the shittings. Ooh, I can't... Okay, I can't change the settings. Can I... If I set it here... Okay. Then crank it up here. And I'm going to have to change this back once we are not streaming Highfleet anymore. But this should be good now. Say something? Oh, I got it turned up for me now. Yeah, I got gotta refuel.
A kettle.
Yeah, it sounds better, I think. Oh, yeah, I gotta wait for my ships to be done. Bam, okay. Alright, and we got the Gladiator. I don't want to use it, though. I want to use my Noverins. So apparently these, I have one incendiary left. Okay. You know what? No, I better not use it, actually. But I do have proximity fire. You know what? I'll use the Gladiator just to show off the proximity. Why not? So proximity shells do this. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, nice dodge. But let's not use those because they're pretty precious. So we get under... Yeah. We gotta get under these guys. Oh! Shoot your buddy, that's fine. And those circles around this scarab indicate he has an APS. So he has a reactive, basically an automatic shotgun thing that will... Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, I have missiles. I should okay. Yeah, his APS destroyed my shots. But I destroyed him. And then the Navarin is not so bad to attack from the top. There we go. Oh, and that's it. What happened to the other guy? Oh. I've never seen that happen before. That's weird. Can I fit in that 88 there? Sorry for going silent, but I gotta focus here. Yeah, we just barely. Alright, let's repair. Easy peasy. We can sell some of this crap. Yeah. What? Why is that happening? That's really strange. I've never seen that before. Let's buy more proximity to replace the ones we fired off. And do we have any more? Yeah, we have 37. We'll buy some bombs. Alright, well, that's certainly strange. The watch reports a squadron approaching. Understood, I'm on my way. Pyotr, Grand Duke. Admiral? Well, you have my congratulations, gentlemen. The campaign has proven to be a great success so far.
Secure works, more like fireworks.
It glitched. He said ship works more like fireworks. And I am confident, Admiral, that we owe this success to the Duke's talents. The Admiral looks at you without saying a word. How did your talks with Prince Vazil go? I hope you followed your orders to the letter? Affirmative, Admiral. Good. Our next target is the city of We will join Skobalev's squadron there and begin our advance towards northern Garat. You've proven your mettle, Grand Duke. I will entrust you with the mission to seize by force. The cruiser Diana and several Intrepid-class frigates will be transferred to your command. Thank you for your confidence, Admiral. Good. I shall not detain you any longer, then. Pyotr Ignatievich, Grand Duke. Okay, make sure you turn that radar off, because that tells everyone where you are if you have your radar on. Yes, we're firing off all our flares to celebrate the Admiral arriving. That makes sense. Tarkon, sir, we've intercepted a radio transmission. Pick up the phone, quickly! Yeah, we gotta play the phone minigame. It's a transmission from the enemy strike group, and it's uncoded. Now we know their bearing and destination. So yeah, strike groups are bosses, basically. You know, I've never lied. Let's lie to him. Let's see what happens. He's going to Kushan, so let's say they're going to Hamat. Oh no, this might be a mistake. Excellent, we'll outmaneuver them. Now, Duke, take the ships and go to by way of Kushan. We'll take off as soon as we're ready, Admiral. Oh, we gotta buy gas. Oh no, we did buy gas. Okay, we just gotta wait. Wait for the gas to get filled. Which one was the truth and what did I lie about? See, this is why I never lie, because I immediately forget which one was the lie and which one was the truth. Ah, we are not successfully evading the enemy strike group. So this is our Elint.
Kushan has the enemy.
Yep, there it is. So this is, basically it's a radar detector, right? So if we had our radar on, they would know we're coming. And similarly, because they have their radar on, our radar detector is detecting their radar. So you can see it's at a 60-degree bearing, and it's right towards Kushan. We need to make sure the enemy strike group never learns of our movements. To keep our location safe, yeah, they're gonna learn of our movements. We're headed right for them. We must destroy the garrison in Kushan before they can sound the alarm. Our cruiser is too slow. It is unsuitable for a surprise attack. We need to form a group of fast ships and use them to attack the enemy. So yeah, we'll select our faster guys, and then we'll send them to Kushan. Oh, so if you lie, you just get killed. Ah, Tank-a-lek. You may have heard this song in memes. This is where it's from. Oh god. Am I going to take this guy out? I will feel like an absolute Giga Chad if I succeed at this. Yeah, the Navaran has no the Intrepid, rather, has no flares. Oh god. It's just one Bori. We might get him. If we can actually hit our shots. Ah, just tanked that one. Oh, I have missiles. I only remember I have missiles when they get blown off. The other thing you have to worry about, as the announcer just mentioned, is running out of fuel. And you can see our gun just misfired there, because it's damaged. Oh, I just hit his shell with my shell. We're actually going to win this. If I can dodge out... Yeah, we just tanked that. So I'm trying to hit him in his fuel tank, which will cause a huge fire. We've worn off the armor. Okay, his proximity just triggered on some debris, so that suits me. Oh, and he's on... Yeah, there he goes. We took him out. I am shocked that I got away with that. So usually they show up in groups of 3, not one on their own like that. Oh, and now I have to fight a Lightning and a Jaguar. Let's send our non-beat-to-shit Intrepid.
Those ships withstand an awful lot.
Yeah. That's why you want... Oh, okay. That's why you want to avoid those instead of trying to take them on if you can. Oh god. So I just used one of my Halon tanks. Oh, that was a lucky one. There you go.
Try armor-piercing ones. They're easier to shoot with, less lead. And you need to aim at the bridge with them.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, I know about armor piercing. They're, we don't have any on us. I like to, spam... Yeah, if I have to fight a strike group with, small ships, that's what I'll use is AP, but I like to save it for those big fights. Because it's expensive. But welcome to the stream, Toxnick. Good to have you here. If you would like to re-roll your voice, if you... Oh, I broke the re-roll voice function. If you don't want to be Trump, that's completely understandable. I can fix that if you ask for it. It just takes a second. You're supposed to be able to re-roll it with a command in chat, but I broke it last time I upgraded the system. Oh, our Intrepids are just hanging out. No one comments on the fact that I lied to my admiral. That's interesting. So that's our answer. Nothing happens if you lie to the admiral. Except you fight the strike group. Actually, I probably should have tried to put him down in that 34 zone, but whatever. Yeah, we lost a generator on that guy. And there's the Admiral's Nomad. Let's see, speaking of, I should probably... No, there is no armor piercing. Okay, well, fuck me. Pick up some more proxy then. We just got off the line with the squadron. Any news from the capital? Not much. The situation's still grim. The rebels are firmly entrenched in Kadim Ridge. It'll be a long while before we can drive them out. And what of that reactor everyone's talking about? Does it really exist? Everyone's talking? Pyotr's voice trails off. He looks at you for several seconds in silence. You should probably ask the Admiral about that, Grand Duke. I don't actually understand, even knowing the story of the game, I don't understand what that was about. Or is that my, well, I don't want to spoil anything. No one knows what might be waiting for us, Duke. Should the going get tough, I ask that you request reinforcements from the Admiral. And become a laughingstock? Don't even think about it, General. Pyotr Ignatovich frowns, about to speak his mind, but a moment later he continues in the same matter-of-fact tone as before. Should you require reinforcements, use the internal comms to contact the Admiral. Say, we can ask our allies for help. We can, call on the Admiral for reinforcements, which makes ships spawn. The reinforcements is a little glitchy. I've asked for reinforcements and then gotten nothing before. Oh, and Fazil, you can call him up and ask him for money. But that tends to piss him off. And there is a reason to want to save your favor with your Tarchons. So are you familiar with this game? I know you're familiar with this game because you're telling me good advice, but how familiar are you with this game, Toxnick? Are you an old-time veteran of this game, or from the Seth Seentak video, or... I actually found it in my Steam queue right before Seth Seentak made his video. Let's see... I'll probably start out with the Intrepid. What are we fighting? Scarab, Jaguar, Telos, the Nimrod.
Hold.
Yeah. Maybe I want the... I'll probably want the Navarans first to take down this Scarab and this Jaguar. It doesn't matter that much. So when I play this game on my own... Ah, we got a sneak attack on these guys. So if you hit them fast enough, they will actually... Ooh, I want to take that Nimrod out while it's on the ground. As well. There we go. That was a good start. There we go. Okay, I gotta focus. Oh god. Shoot your buddy. Shoot your buddy. Fuck. Talos, that's a guy you gotta get from behind, from under, rather. Miss every shot, motherfucker. Burn. Okay, well, that I just took that missile to the face. Fuck. Okay. Fuck, 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 fuck. Motherfucker. Ow. No, okay, get out of here. No. Yeah. Alright, if we were playing this for real, I would restart at this point, but we're going to switch games, I think, after the tutorial's done anyway. Okay, so the Intrepid has a higher caliber gun. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay, dodge that. Track onto that Nimrod. The Nimrod's really annoying, because he's super duper tough. You gotta get him... There's a specific angle you gotta get him from. Oh god, I'm spinning out of control. Okay. Keep forgetting I don't have flares. No, 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 no. Don't hit the ground, that would be bad. Fuck. You know what, just tank that flak. That's fine. Stop proximitying me. Die. Fuck. I said die. Hit the ground. Hit the ground, idiot. Hit the ground. Hit the ground. Hit the ground. Hit the ground, asshole. Yeah, yeah, crash. Yeah, crash. Yeah. Oh, he's just hanging out by the floor there. Come on. Die. No, don't get back up. Juke the missile. There we go. Starting to run out of gas, too. Come on. Juke. Ah. Come on. Cockpit hit, cockpit hit. Fuck, 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 fuck. Juke missile. There we go. So we just took out his cockpit, so that's the quickest way to take somebody out is to aim for that. Unless they have a big exposed ammo section like that one guy that I just blew up. Just blasted right out of the sky once. Okay, we're gonna run out of gas before we take out that Nimrod. Okay, let's get out of here. No, no. Fuck. I was indecisive, and I paid the price for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just a little fire. Get fucked. Yeah, we, lost a couple people there. Okay. So yeah, if you, the better your weight destroyed to theirs is, you get honor, and then if you accumulate honor and you get these bonuses. So we'll increase our fuel efficiency. We gotta land our Intrepid because it got all beat up. Oh, our landing gear got blown off. This is gonna be fun. So you'll see we lost our those landing legs in the fight there, so we got to just land right on our superstructure. Luckily, that is a fire suppressant tank and not a fuel tank on the bottom there. Okay, we did it. On heavier ships, you can't get away with that. It'll just crush your superstructure. As of joy. Congratulations, Duke. What a glorious victory. We'll have no choice but to shut their mouths. I swear, even Dad will rejoice in today's success. Thank you, people of Garat were on our side. What a beautiful day it was. This image always makes me think... I'll wait for that.
It looked like you only controlled a single ship the whole time, but just now... The stream is getting intermittently interrupted.
Ah, crud. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. I gotta call my ISP. I'll call my ISP Monday and try to get them to fix that. It does.
It goes from video to the no connection screen.
That sucks. That is probably the fault of my local transcoder. There's not a ton I can do about that right now. Oh yeah, that is bad. Okay, we may have to call it here.
The last one lasted about half a minute.
Crud. Okay. Man, we had 5 viewers here. And they all left because it crapped out. Crud. Okay, well, I'll read this and then we'll maybe go to something less actiony. We celebrated our victory in the present without a care in the world for what lay ahead of us. This image makes me think of soldiers in tanks handing out candy to little to like a parade for the Afghanistani kids. Because the government really wanted us to believe it's... What? Are we back?
Staying on that screen didn't prevent another interruption. Just reading the text.
My local transcoder broke down, I think. Let me restart the stream.
Yeah.
Interestingly... Okay, can you... What's also interesting is that the stream is way behind reality now. Is that accurate? Let me look at YouTube. Yeah. Interesting. There's a huge buffer.
The stream seems to be way behind reality. Restarting now.
Okay, we're live on YouTube, it looks like. Hello? Hello to me? Okay, we're live on YouTube. Yep, okay. So yeah, it looks like our local transcoder tech does not actually work that well, and now, yeah, it's fucked. Twitch is gonna take a minute to come back on. Sorry, fellas. That sucks. We had a whole bunch of people in, and we
Twitch
just
is gonna take a minute to come back on. Sorry, fellas.
had a whole bunch of people in here, and we just drove them away with our crappy stuff. Oh well. Honestly, my voice is getting pretty tired anyway, so maybe we'll kind of call this a short stream. This was mostly an experiment to see if streaming earlier in the day would get us more people on YouTube, and it doesn't seem like it actually does anyway. So, yeah, I'll just say something to the folks on Twitch. All right. Well,
Oh. Alright, it isn't working. Hit the follow button if you want to see Marathon tomorrow. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
See you all next time.
let's look for someone. Well, I can't raid on Twitch, right? Well, yeah, I guess we'll call it here. Fuck it. All right. See y'all next time. I'll have the, I guess I'll just either turn off or fix the re-encoder. Is it going to pick up that message on YouTube? I think it actually will. For YouTube, I had to turn the poll rate way, way down. So chat messages on YouTube take a long time to get read. I'm not sure what to do about that. But yeah, I appreciate you coming out. We might make a habit of doing earlier streams, either like real early for those people who are on at like 6 p.m. my time, or it's not 6 a.m. my time. But yeah, appreciate you coming out. I'll see you tomorrow for Marathon 2. Until then, we'll see you.